Okay, hello and welcome to December's to the December Town Hall of 2017. We once again we are quite short on people, especially people who I want to come speak here, but gotta make do. We don't really have a whole lot to talk about, just mainly Christmas sketches. And now I want to specify that this is not a contest. This is a collaboration. And these
Oh, you thought
require
it was a
video
contest?
files. Yes.
Oh my.
So, um, whatever. No, wait, I can just pull the thing up. There it is. Here's the thing. Fantasy Kid actually gave a little thing. Fantasy gave a little post on one of the
The
journals, and
rules. Wasn't it
yeah,
not
the
like the rule, like
rules.
what it has to be for your
Yeah.
skits?
Yes, it is the rules. Oh, ugh. Too long. Yeah, there's that. What were you gonna say? Hello?
Oh.
Good day. I'm Aardvark123 and I'm an alcoholic.
I don't do this. I don't do this a whole lot, so I don't know what to do next. I really cannot sustain this by myself.
I mean, if anybody present has a Christmas sketch idea they want to share, may as well go ahead.
Okay, first off, let's just go over the rules. So,
Alright.
Minnie, take it away.
All right. So for the rules that was indicated by Spaz, it's kind of like general things. Mostly, first, no author avatars or OCs. Usually, usually to make sure to keep it to a really Toho vanilla cast. Maybe some of the extra presets that are in there, but try to keep it centralized between the vanilla characters rather than an expanded universe of OCs. That'll probably make things a little too confusing. Keep the sketches short as much as you can. Usually an ideal length of about 30 seconds. We try to fit as much as we can within each video,
There we
and
go.
oftentimes we don't want them going on for too long.
And if I remember correctly, you only guys had that 30 seconds anyway because of the old YouTube system, right?
Precisely.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I would say that if you do need multiple parts, do try to split into like 30-second small videos, so that would break seamlessly into the video itself.
Hey, stubborn virus.
All right, next
He's
would
on
be
Twitch.
next would be to submit the videos in an MP4, MOV, MPEG, or Windows Movie Maker video file. That would make things a lot easier when putting them all together.
Yeah.
So if you do that, that would make uploading it so much easier.
Certainly.
Next would be it's a Christmas video, so please keep it to something Christmas or even something holiday related. It would be kind of strange to have a Halloween video in the middle of a Christmas compilation.
Yeah.
Or something about summer.
That too, unless it's like Christmas in July, but December. Let's see. Yeah, this next rule, no copyrighted music, because we really don't want to get flagged on YouTube, please.
Well, there are certain ones that you can use, like certain songs. You have to look into the whole YouTube system that which songs are appropriate you can do.
There are some songs that you can use. I believe, like I can't remember his name. Like Kevin McLeod, was it?
I thought it was
Floyd.
McLeod.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he it is very generous about that kind of music. It's just if you do use some sort of music, make sure that it's not copywritten and we won't get flagged for it. We really
Look
want
into
that.
it first.
Yeah, do some research if you can.
Hereby, everybody can use my music, so
And that is true. She does do really good music.
Very
Oh yeah,
kind of
especially
you.
And lastly, if your video does get rejected, you are always open to put it on your own channel, and you can always tell us if you want. You can always try to endorse it in the wagon as much as you can.
but if it doesn't get accepted into the main thing, please don't flip out.
Simply put, yes.
And don't take it anything against us. Because there's certain videos that could not be that we reject just because of the quality of it, or there's certain reasons. I don't know exactly which ones to say right now myself, but I've seen certain people say problems about it. But yeah, don't flip out if it doesn't get in, please. You can always
Yeah, I
upload
think
it to yours, and
voting-
it's not like we're holding a grudge against you or anything. Because we just didn't sit well with the rules that we have.
Yeah.
But yeah, I believe that covers all the rules there.
With all that said, is there anything, like any questions or anything that you may be confused about?
I do have something I wish to bring up because I didn't hear it brought up before. I believe Spaz has said that he is willing to help animate certain sketches if you're unable to do them yourself for whatever reason.
He did
he said
say
that-
that. He did say that, but right now he's working on one major one right now. So
Yes, the major runner.
well, yeah, but so he did say that. Just give him some time though, because we don't also since he's just getting back into Waffles again, thankfully. So just give him some time. Let him finish one thing first before everyone starts flooding, saying, "Hey, Spaz, do my thing! Spaz, do my thing! Spaz, do my thing!"
It would be goodbye. It would be best to ask another person who is a decent animator to fulfill that request instead. So yeah, don't fret.
Granted, it's not like we're also saying, "Hey, don't ask him at all." Just don't for certain people who are animating. Don't flood them with all your ideas. Don't
Stubborn
want to put too
Virus
much.
asked in Twitch chat if there is a good free program to animate with.
I don't think there is.
I mean, I'm sure there are. You just need to do some looking.
I'm not too sure I'm not too sure about a free one. What are they looking for exactly? Like a capture tool or video editor?
I'm not sure. We'll have to see what he says.
Did you see the comment?
This was in Twitch chat.
Oh, hey, Gee.
Speaking of another animator right there.
How's it going?
Okay, Stubborn says he used to animate with Windows Movie Maker, but that's not really an option anymore. I was curious as to what other people might use in the unlikely event I want to try my hand. So by the sounds of it, he's looking for a video editor.
Depends. Is he looking for free or does he have to pay for it? Or
Yeah,
He's
I've heard
looking
you
for
look
free. And in that case, I'd suggest potentially trying to look at Kdenlive. It's Linux-based, but it has a Windows port that's currently in the works. It may or may not work for you, but could give it a try.
Actually, Gee, what do you use to animate?
me?
Yeah, you.
Well, I used to use a free version of Adobe Premiere, but now I use Vegas Pro.
I've heard the name Vegas Pro quite a lot, actually.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So does that mean it's a particularly good one, or just the easiest to get?
It's easy to get, but it's through Steam, so you're gonna have to shell out a little bit of cash for it.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not free, people. It's hard to get free
You don't
stuff
have to get
nowadays.
it through Steam. If you don't have to get it through Steam. I've gotten it through other means, but that's just me.
I suppose if you can afford it, and you particularly want a decent animation program,
Well, I mean, you could and do what I did and get Adobe Premiere 2.0, which is the 2005 version of the model.
mhm.
There is a way of getting it for free. It's just you gotta find a YouTube video and kind of just go through that.
Ah,
That said,
Of course, didn't you run into issues with file compatibility on that?
it kind of depends because I've got Windows 10 and it works fine for that. So, but the problem is that it doesn't take MP4s because MP4s weren't a thing back then.
That's what I was referring to.
Yeah, that and also yeah, all my files have been AVI when I went through that, and also there's only one resolution you can use if you do it for free.
Only 4x3?
Draco, you remember that whole
Goodbye.
NTBE sketch video I did?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that resolution is the only one I was able to do.
So only standard resolution, not high def.
Yeah, it's like 720 to 480 or something like that.
Sounds. I believe it would be 480. 720 is HD.
I meant like 720 by 480. The dimension size. Sorry.
Yeah, dimension size.
Yeah, that's 480p standard def.
No, not the resolution. I'm talking about like the actual screen, like the window.
Yeah, I know what you're referring to, and that's a standard That's a standard definition resolution.
Yeah, he's right.
It's 4x3.
He doesn't know his resolutions.
Nope, he doesn't.
Look up the golden ratio.
Nope.
Okay.
Anyways, is the town hall actually going on, or what's going
Yeah,
on?
this is
It's
town hall.
actually going on. We're going over the Christmas video, and someone asked a question about the video editor they could use. I did a little bit of research, and it looks like a program called OpenShot is a free video editor. It's supposed to be open. It's supposed to work on Windows, Mac, and Linux. If you could look into that, that probably will help you with that.
And I
Sorry,
already
Trail
mentioned
Things. Don't feel-
Kdenlive, which is Linux-based but has a Windows port. Not sure about Mac.
Don't feel bad.
Well, Mac already comes
We
with like iMovie, so
No.
Fair enough.
that's kind of like a basic start to that. It's okay for what it does, but there are other better ones.
I would recommend trying to find something with audio scrubbing though. It's not necessary, but it definitely makes syncing up sound a lot easier.
It definitely does help when lip syncing.
But Minnie, what
Okay.
are you currently using?
Again, stubborn viruses isn't really your fault. It isn't your fault at all.
Wait, what now?
He said, "Sorry, I derailed things. I was just trying to say
No.
we didn't know."
It's a perfectly valid question.
It is a perfectly valid question.
It's a
I don't know why
valid
he's saying
question.
don't beat yourself. Yeah, it helps out whoever's watching or going to watch later down the
Guys.
road to know what they could possibly use. So that was a perfectly good question.
It gives people and other
Valid
animators more options of what they can use. So simply
Yes.
put, it does help with broadening their perspective of what it'll be animating with.
So good job with asking that question.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, we're the ones talking in the podcast, but people are gonna be listening to it outside of it too. So
Yeah, this is pretty much a podcast.
Town hall meeting / podcast. Take your flavor.
it's my story. Let me tell it.
It's not like we have something really serious going on, I guess.
Not this
Hmm.
time, at least.
Not particularly.
Not many problems.
So we can be a little bit more laid back and make it more podcasty today.
Let's see. Anything else?
Let's see. We already said don't complain if your thing don't come in. We also talked about programs people can use. What else? Make
Should
sure it's
we mention
appropriate.
getting voice actors just so that
Oh
way
yeah,
that's out
voice
there?
actors. That's something.
Yeah, you're certainly open to have voice actors.
Yeah.
Just be sure, just with voice actors, just ask around. I'm pretty sure there'll be plenty of people who would like to voice act for a video.
Yeah.
Oh, and don't feel offended when you're not asked to voice act.
Yeah. If you try to go for a role in someone's skit, don't go nuts if they don't let you in. You might not be what they're looking for. So please don't go nuts over it and then attacking the person. I've had that by experience. And it's not fun, people. Makes you feel like shit. Let's all be civil about this. It's the holidays after all.
A time
Yeah.
of celebration and merriment.
Yeah, not going nuts over. So I didn't get this. I didn't get what I wanted.
That's Christmas Day.
Boxing
Tuesday
Day,
for me.
right?
No, that's tomorrow, which everyone goes back to the store and makes all their returns.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate my job. That's anything else?
Well, there is one thing about voice acting I could probably throw in, but it's probably not necessary. I mean, some people specialize in doing specific characters in videos, so you could probably ask them if you're looking for a specific role.
But is there anything else that we should add on to this for the whole thing? Well, of course, maybe you can submit almost as many skits as you want, right?
You can, but make sure they're like 30-second videos.
Or a little bit over you can at least have, right? You don't need to be exactly 30.
A little over, a little under, just to be sure it's around 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Well, other than that, doesn't seem like there's much else to add on.
Yeah, I
Did
believe
we-
that covers over a lot of what the Christmas video is going to be about.
Did we cover the no author avatars or OCs bit?
Yeah,
I
we
believe
did.
we did.
Yeah, we did. It was the very first one. So, other avatars and OCs, we would like to just keep it out of vanilla cast, not in a whole expanded universe of OCs and other plot lines that people who haven't been following will probably get very confused.
A celebration of the joys of Toho and Christmas, then.
But I wanted to put Megumi in my sketch.
Mhm.
I mean, worst case scenario, you can always use them as extras or expendable body bags.
Yeah, pretty much as characters in the background to fill up the space. That should be fine enough.
And the irony of all this is that Christianity is one of the few religions not present in Gensokyo, as far as I know. There's Shinto, Buddhism, and Taoism, but no Christianity.
They do celebrate Christmas in Japan, though.
Yeah.
At least some of the time.
Yep.
I meant Gensokyo specifically.
Well, it's now an
uh,
urban legend. Congratulations.
Virus also asked, this may have been asked last year, but is it okay to use non-vanilla versions of vanilla characters, winter outfits, and the like?
Yes.
Custom outfits is just fine for the vanilla characters. That is perfectly fine.
Yep.
I believe there were
Oh, there
some
you have
winter
it.
sweater customs made by Ferali, actually.
Yeah, there was quite a few actually of certain things. Uh,
Oh.
anything else? Any questions in the chat still?
I've not seen a reply.
So, anything else that we should mention, or anyone else here have any questions?
I believe there's a tumbleweed going past.
Apparently,
Everyone, no
no one.
at once.
So all quiet. No one has anything else to say for this or
Mhm.
ask. Nothing.
Doesn't seem like it.
Okay then.
I guess we could move on to the next thing on the agenda.
Mhm.
Anything that people want to bring up?
There was a few things that I heard that needed to be brought up, but unfortunately, the people that were going to say it aren't here.
So we're gonna
maybe
be
we'll-
on the what we've not mentioned part. Alright.
Oh, there's someone that just joined in. Who's that?
That would be Cryotic, if I'm not mistaken.
No. it's correct.
Yes.
But aren't you gonna say it for them right now
No, they are the ones who wanted to say it, and also not. It was an admin who wanted to say it too.
then? Okay.
So
Was it Nora?
no. So I'm guessing no one wants to bring up anything.
Uh,
I kind of
Honest-
do, but I don't know how best to word it. It's not anything to do with the wagon itself, but more with these town halls, with how they're pretty much barely anything being brought up, barely any participants, just stuff with the timing and all that.
Well, we did do the doodle thing, and people did vote. Some people are not even voting on that. And
Well, yeah, there's that. I feel like it's not even really doing much in the long run. Like, people say they're picking this time when they say it's going to be the best time they can show up, but it turns out to not really be the best time. I think we need to kind of do something a little different with that. Like, in a way that just make sure that everyone who says they're going to participate can actually be involved. I don't really have an idea for an alternative. I'm leaving that to y'all to.
What was the doodle
I
thing?
feel like it should be something just to make
Yeah,
sense of that.
yeah, I understand what you're saying. That, but also with why we don't have much to say is because certain months there's not much that has happened.
Well, not even
Usually,
just because of that. It's just because Merc here's pretty much been pulling most of the weight.
Huh?
Like, right now was supposed to be the time when just about everyone who was going to participate could have been available, even admins included who actually knew how to go along with it. But you're here pretty much pulling everything together, not really having much to, not really being able to do a whole lot on your own.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if we could get this over with the other admins, because if they really are voting for a time and they're not here to be at this time, we really need to bring this up then.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah, I
much.
agree.
And if you do have any alternative ideas, please share.
Again, I don't really have any idea how this could be made better, but I feel like we could figure something out. Like the doodle,
Uh,
the whole doodle thing is fine and all, but it just feels like everyone's kind of not knowing when or if they're going to be available for a time like this.
So you're saying like they are making the vote to what time they want to have the meeting, but rather they're not making the commitment to actually come. Something like that.
No, more like they think they're going to be available for this, but they haven't accounted for everything, and that's about the best I can put it.
All right, so them just not having the foresight of looking further into their schedule.
Pretty much.
Would it be reasonable to change the town halls to be on a on a as necessary basis instead of a monthly thing?
Hmm.
Or maybe stick to like a longer gap in between town halls until something important comes up, in which case a quote unquote special town hall will be held. Just to throw ideas out.
So have this be okay. So for next, so for the next, for the new year, not make this monthly, but more so a when needed type of thing.
Either when needed or maybe like every 2 months or every 3 months, just because there isn't a huge amount going on that needs to be discussed on a monthly basis, from what I've observed.
That is fair, seeing that there's not much topics to go over, especially within just a month. So I could see your perspective with having it either be brought in for every 2 months or just and sorry, a when necessary basis.
So, for example, like during November, a town hall could be held because that's typically NaNoWriMo, and there will be a lot of people there to discuss their plans for it. Something like that. Oh, Darkstar in Twitch chat just suggested maybe a monthly vote on whether or not to have a town hall for that month.
That's a pretty good idea.
yeah, but
At least as far as I know. As far as I
Yeah.
can tell. If there are things people think they need to get off their chest,
actually,
they'll- yes.
why not?
Or like a
Instead
big
of-
announcement that they want to make.
Or why not change it
Something.
to someone like bi-monthly now? Because monthly, for the past couple of months, nothing really has been happening much. But if it's bi-monthly,
Do you mean
Then-
every other month?
every other
Bi-monthly
month. Yeah,
is
sorry, my
twice
bad.
a month.
My bad. I screwed that up. But no, yeah, if it's twice like every other month, then we'll have a little bit more stuff to at least say. And if something major happens, we can do a town hall major town hall meeting when we need to.
Stubborn Virus also asked if there would be a way to get out project announcements without the town hall, maybe something like a journal.
That's also a possibility.
That would be fair. A monthly journal of what projects people have in mind and what they love to share.
Sounds good to me.
It could work.
And I mean, if they're doing something big, like how he was doing his MTBE collab, I'm sure they'll be doing their best to get the word out, just town hall or not.
Well, Oku, the whole reason the town hall even came about in the first place was to discuss the more serious stuff that went on within the group itself.
Yeah. You're right.
That is a good
In
point.
fact, this hearing all this brought to mind something that I was debating about whether or not to talk about it, but I think it probably warrants it now. Now, another person had brought this to my attention beforehand, but lately, when we did have a lot to talk about, it seems like people were more so rushing to get
Projects and announcements.
Yes, to the projects and announcements without really caring about where the topic goes.
Yeah, we remember some of those people, and well, I'm gonna say some of them are now unfortunately gone because of their own actions.
It's best not to
But
name names.
I'm not gonna name names. I'm not trying to do that. But yeah, some of those people were just more looking out for themselves than actually the entire group, because this is what the town hall is about. It's it's for the group, not just hey, I want to promote my shit because I'm awesome. Look at me, look at me, look at me. This is about the entire group, how we're trying to improve the group or trying to make everything better for everyone. Because we're all friends here. Well, at times.
Maybe we could move the projects and announcements to a monthly journal and leave the town halls as a when needed basis for more serious topics.
Yeah, certainly.
Whoa!
You suddenly roboted.
Someone said a naughty word.
What?
Or
I said certainly.
No, your
Your
yeah,
mic just
beeped
kind
for a
of bugged
moment.
out a little bit.
Yeah, your mic beeped again.
But I'm all for the idea.
Yeah, a monthly journal / newsletter would definitely help a lot. So we don't have to hold a town hall meeting every month and just have that be when we have the projects and announcements.
Yeah, like just have it the town halls like every 2 months, and then have that as a little newsletter type of situation.
The Waffle Station Wagon monthly announcement list.
Yeah. What do you guys think about that?
That would be very fair.
Yeah, and what do you think about that every 2 months for the like that I'm pitching? I want like at least an input on that. What do you guys think?
Every
Definitely
2 months.
2 month meeting about that would be just fine. I would also say that we would only change that whenever we find it necessary that we have to bring up a meeting. That would be the only exception.
I did say that before too, so yeah.
Plus, we still have to make sure that everyone who's going to be available will be available for that time within.
Holy
that 2
crap!
months.
Yes. Holy crap!
Yeah,
Yes,
we're
Oku.
definitely-
It be the Bun Bun Maru.
Yeah, that is
Yeah, that's
true.
genius.
There's a
Perfect name
perfect
for
idea.
it, really.
We could have a
yeah.
you could have like a Walfus picture of Aya with a newspaper.
yeah.
Yes.
There's your Aya.
Where's Andrew?
That would be terrifying.
He is sadly not here. Or is just unaware that this is going on.
Yeah, this is abnormally short or like a small crowd for a town hall.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, Dark Star, I think this would have been inevitable. Just separating the project stuff from Town Hall itself and just have it be its own thing. So yeah, I'm all for it now.
Should we do an official vote, or is it just going to be a soft yes from everybody
I
here?
think the admins
I'll
should
put-
at least talk. The other
I'll-
admins should talk about it too.
I'll
so
write
Yeah, it might be
this.
best.
I'll write this, but I'd already know that it's going to be a resounding yes.
Yeah, definitely.
well, just still at least talk.
So
So there
doing
might
it for
be
the sake
some
of formality?
problems that pop up, or they're going to say their things. Because remember, we don't have many people in this town hall for the last town hall of the year. So at least talk to everyone, a few other people, like talk to the admins. So I think we should still bring this up to the main group of people too.
Yeah, take care of the
I
messages
agree.
and all
Yeah, because
that.
it's, again, there's not many people in here, and let's hear their input on this too.
Darkstar also brought up, unlike normal issues, projects aren't really something you need to discuss per se during the hall itself.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
for example, like they're going to be starting a big art project on DeviantArt that doesn't really warrant a whole lot of discussion. Just as an example.
Set of journals. Use the
And there's Spaz right there.
It's for community updates. Really?
I mean, he does have. I mean, I guess he does have a point.
Hmm.
then here's a question: why did you guys even do the whole projects and announcements to begin with?
One vote for separating it.
Maybe have like big community announcements and projects brought up in the town hall, like the Christmas thing and Spooktacular, and maybe some contests, and have individual projects maybe in the Boon Boon Maru.
I mean, I think that'd probably be a good compromise because Spaz does bring up a good point about community major announcements being part of a community update, so to speak. I guess the reason we were all on board with separating is because we hadn't seen a lot of attendance to these town halls, so it didn't feel like people were really paying much attention to it. So separating it would give it more attention, sort of thing. At least that's how I observe things.
Because I think the issue is the individual projects, like for example when I bring out a new album or someone else that is separated from the big group projects, not per se anything really serious, but something that is about the whole community. instead of just publicity.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense, I guess.
Then just focus. Ah.
Maybe just a simple flip, maybe just a simple change in what's covered first. Get all the announcements and whatnot out of the way, then leave the serious discussions.
But
If
then
there are
everyone,
any.
if then there's certain people who are just there for it, then they'll leave right after that first thing.
Yeah.
It's usually we don't want to have these meetings also end in a dark note. Kind of want it to be a little more
Good
excited when
point.
everyone's leaving.
Didn't think about that.
They have
Yeah.
the announcements at the projects and announcements at the end. So rather at the very beginning when we're bringing up all these spirits and then serious shit happens.
I just don't see anything. Darkstar saying this. I just don't see anything that bringing up a project in town hall will tell us that couldn't be as easily explained in a journal entry. If I only wanted to know about community projects, it would be way easier to just read that journal and not attend. Whereas with normal issues, that's something worth attending for since others give their input on it.
He's not wrong.
I mean, we could still do the Bun Bun Maru idea just not have it be a full-on replacement, just have it be as an additional thing. A separate form of advertising, if you will.
Hmm. Then we just focus on projects. Yeah, but that could create the bad habit of people assuming nothing is really going on when something is boiling up. Because no one would be actually mentioning it. Like it would town hall if we did it the way Spat suggested, town hall would just would just transform into more the announcement hall. If you catch my
That is
drift.
very true. It would just feel like people will only go to town hall when they feel like they would need to for a while.
And it's really a podcast.
At this point right now, it does feel like a podcast and will probably continue to feel like that when there is a low turnout.
Mhm.
Still fun though.
Thought so.
Work, of course, yeah. Working on Saturdays, man. Damn phone. Announcements equals community updates, apparently.
Anything else to say?
And now that I think about it, if the town hall is a big meeting for community discussion, in a mutual sense of community, there isn't really a reason not to have project announcements. If people were often trying to hurry the meetings along to get to them, then that's more a problem of them being impatient than project announcements innately not being the right thing to have.
Can't say I disagree there.
That is a good
Yeah,
point.
That's also a good point.
Thank you.
So maybe what Darkstar suggests instead of having a monthly vote whether or not to hold a town hall and also do the monthly Banbanmaru for projects that are going on at the time.
Also, Southern Virus has said, if it's something like the Christmas video thing or something where there will be collaboration of a type, that seems to be more of a community update than just announcing whatever project I'm working on, but whatever.
And I mean, in that case, then he could save that kind of thing for the Banbanmaru instead of trying to get it in at a town hall.
That makes pretty good sense. Announcing minor or individual projects via the newspaper, and major ones which need multiple people here.
Yeah, that's also what I was suggesting with like big group projects being a real community update. A positive update on the community and having like personal thingies in the Banbanmaru.
Yeah, personal projects and other like smaller collaboratives around among the community that would probably be saved for the Banbanmaru, while big community-wise events like the Halloween videos, the Christmas videos, or anything of that kind of sort, yeah, that would be more of a community update to get everyone involved as much as we can.
That makes sense. It is a community based around doing all this stuff.
That seems like we've settled on a pretty good compromise for things then.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like it.
So do I.
Darkstar agrees that community group projects are worth discussing in the town hall.
Of course, that still leaves the mayor of the other stuff. Like, not even news-wise, just timing.
Like that. Have the community projects be included, but the more personal stuff be in a separate thing entirely.
Pretty much, like a newspaper would. Like, you have the big article that's on the very front of the page, and then you have the other articles that are throughout the other parts of the newspaper.
And of course, voting with I ahead.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I could get behind that, really.
So it's more like a news channel.
Well, it is.
That's actually a funny way to look at it when you think about it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, since I and Banbanmaru are being associated with this, it's all gonna be a bunch of bullshit.
Welcome to the station wagon.
That's not guaranteed.
Don't worry, we'll try not to obscure the truth too much.
Fake news.
We could always rebrand as Kakashi Spirit News.
Ew?
Yeah, but nobody cares about that.
Does
Hatate
Hatate lie?
Oh, Hatate.
Hatate.
Potatoes.
I could probably just look it up, couldn't I?
There you go. There you go, beating yourself up again. Jess.
He's cursed beating himself up again. He doesn't need to. Don't know why. It's all good. It's all good, dude.
We were made. Actually, I'll just.
Oh, he's swearing again. Or swearing. Get the
Have a
sensitive.
satchel. Who lost
Can
the
you tell me
satchel?
what you heard?
Beep.
Mm.
Your mic whenever you get far away or the battery's gonna die at times.
It's like Metathon.
We have a lost satchel in the chat. Did anyone lose a satchel?
Hello.
Hello, yeah.
I do apologize for never really participating in Town Hall.
Okay,
no,
I
that's
see.
fair. That's fair.
I don't really participate much in Wolfa's related stuff, unfortunately. I don't really have much time, and recently I've had a major injury, so it's become even harder to want to do anything creative.
Understandable.
Well,
I have
you're
physical
now.
therapy 3 times a week, so I do apologize.
It's cool.
Whoa, your voice sounded like Sydney for a second.
No, it doesn't.
Oh yeah.
For a second. It's still cute though.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, you kind of joined in the middle of a conversation where we were discussing a compromise for how announcements for community stuff should
Especially
be
how
handled.
we handle community announcements and general news and all that with the town hall.
We
And what
decided
we've
pretty
ended up-
much.
What
Sorry,
we've
do
ended
go.
up settling on is with the major announcements such as large video collabs are kept in the town hall, and the smaller, more personal ones like small art projects are going to be in a weekly newspaper type journal article that we're going to be referring to as the Bun Bun Morrow. I believe I got that right.
Mhm.
Thank you. I think I'll be on Push to Talk. So we
Yep.
don't.
That's fine. So with all that said now, is there anything else that anyone would like to bring up, or is that fine?
I got nothing.
This is fine.
It's fine.
This is
He's right.
fine.
It's good.
Hello.
Oh, hey, Wave.
Hey, Wade has something to bring up.
That noises.
No, I'm just here to be here because I should be here because I'm an.
Why weren't you here sooner then?
You could please.
Alright, I guess that's it.
Yeah, so
So
that's it. Then if no one has anything else, then might as well go
call for
into
any
project
product.
announcements.
I thought we were still on anything we haven't missed, but it happened to be about the project announcement. Gets
To the
confusing.
Bun Morrow.
Trumpet noises. Too bad Nora's not here.
No.
I guess there's legit nothing.
It
and
seems
that
that
is a
way.
possibility. Alright then, we'll
People don't if people aren't having problems they need to bring up. That's generally a good thing.
Well,
It is
Darkstar
true.
asks anything else at all, even extremely trivial things.
I get no,
Extremely trivial.
I don't
That's
think
just
it
how
should
he
be that
worded it.
trivial.
How trivial, exactly.
You didn't give any specifics.
Basically, if it doesn't affect the community as a whole, it doesn't really need to be brought up.
That makes sense.
He says there are a couple of grammatical errors on the Fort Como wagon page and maybe a few others, but that's it.
Oh, huh.
Trivial indeed.
Something that can be easily fixed.
Yeah, grammar is easily rectified.
Those friars.
Hey, Sky.
Hey, Sky.
Well, this guy.
Yeah. But, I guess we may as well head on to the actual projects and announcements. Got it. Got a project to announce. You know the drill.
Are we doing all projects this time, or are we already adopting the new rule?
I think we should wait before it's confirmed to adopt a new rule for now, since this is the last town hall for the year. We'll stick with the old. We'll stick with the old system first, and then
We'll go with
we
the
can
old
announce.
routine and discuss the new one that we've come up with here.
Yeah.
Hello.
Right.
Hello.
Hello,
Hey, Sky.
Sky.
So what did I miss exactly, if you don't mind me asking?
We're going into project announcements now. We just did that. If there's anything we just need to discuss, or unless you have something to discuss,
I was wondering what was the other topics.
we were talking about town hall, the future of town halls, and all that. We were also talking about. Oh, that was for I think we missed, but we don't. Basically, all we talked about was Christmas.
Right.
Everyone's joining in right as we're nearing the end.
It's almost
It's like they
a
know.
sign.
Do you
It's like
know
they
that
know-
it's
No, it's not because I know. It's because
No, I'm talking about everyone is now joining in right as we're about to somewhat end, unless there's since new people are coming in. If there's anything else you want to bring up, I don't know.
And if you missed anything, you can always check the VODs, which will be available eventually.
Anything at all. Don't be shy, as long as it's nothing
it's
trivial.
gonna take about like 3 weeks or so for it to be up. Here you guys are bored and out of curiosity. So
So, anything? If anyone has anything to announce, go for it. No
I
one
have
say
nothing
anything.
to announce on my end.
Like anyone doing skits who need voice actors or anything? Anything? Something?
What's a D orals? Oh.
Shiny Riser has something.
All right. Have the floor then.
Go ahead, right you.
What's a D orbital? Mm-hmm.
Do you want somebody to read this out for you?
Give me a sec. I'll do it once I get pulled up.
I have it pulled up.
Oh, well, in that case, you can
He's
go
pl-
for it.
He's planning a Christmas Awalfa's Christmas video called Christmas Carol Catastrophe, and he needs voice actors for this one. For anyone who wishes to voice act this, PM him and he'll send you a script either through Discord or DeviantArt. Deadline will
What
be
character-
December
Sorry,
23rd, and here are the characters that need a voice: Koakuma, Patchouli, Alice, Nitori, Chin, and Marisa. Ran has been taken. Also, voice entries need to be in either MP3 or WAV file.
What?
If
No
it's not-
MP4?
If it isn't, send it to
You
him
want
and
it
he'll
to
take care of
voice?
it.
Camera.
Well, there are voice lines.
What
so
about
it's probably
M4A?
better as MP3.
But the unknown wants you to see his face.
Let's just say, why is this voice file like 200
He wants you to see him
megabytes?
go ham.
Question. Raichu, are you? Is this like a standalone skit, or is this just for the Christmas special?
Yeah, what's this intended for?
Hey, my microphone's working again. Yay. Guys, it's called Christmas Carol Catastrophe. I don't know. Maybe it's worse.
You don't say.
Right. That came out right now. Thinking about it.
You don't say.
It's definitely a skit. It's just I don't know if it's like going into the Christmas special or if it's like a skit all by itself.
Yeah, are you playing this standalone or in the skit? Well, I mean, you don't have to include in the full Christmas skit. You can just make it as a standalone.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
of those people who wants to
Choice
know
is yours.
They never and complain if they don't.
I'm not sure
You
if he
might wanna
knows
ask
much
Spaz
about
that
sample
chaotic-
rate.
What is the question for Spaz?
The sample,
Sample
rate of the
rate.
audio, 44.1 or 48 kilohertz. I mean, I would guess 48, but I don't know.
He just simply doesn't know. Okay, anybody else wishes to say anything? Or no?
I got nothing.
Nothing in particular.
Okay, did you have something like the brief looking back in the year thing?
What?
What?
That comment that you made, scroll up a little bit. The comment that you made, are you trying to do something or?
Oh yeah, looking
About
back
the
over
brief look
year
back
or
on the year or
something.
something?
Yeah.
Oh no, it was just suggesting like it's the last town hall of the year. Has this year been a great year?
I don't know.
I wouldn't know. I haven't been around for most of it.
Man,
All
I
of
wish
you
I
are a
had-
bunch of fools.
Shut up.
You be quiet,
Y'all are
Debbie Downer.
stupid.
I know I'm stupid.
It's certainly been an eventful year, for better or for worse.
Man, I kind of wish I had something proper. to be
Doing
honest,
that.
but it actually sounds like a great idea now that I think about it.
Ups and downs, but it hasn't been all that bad. It's actually been great.
For some reason, I'm imagining like a clip show of sorts and just cutting back and forth between all sorts of different moments that have gone on in the Discord and on DA and all that.
Hmm.
Please, we don't need another Ken Burns documentary.
What?
Fair enough.
So made a new documentary for the Discord community.
Oh god.
That'd be like America's Funniest Home Video right there.
Before we start our own rewind.
Don't need that. Don't
Welcome-
need that.
Welcome to the Waffle Station Wagon Rewind.
My fucking. My
Oh no. Please.
If Here's all the good things. Here's all the bad things. Hey, look at all the people that are gone now.
Here's all the worst things.
Look
Here's
at
things
the
that shouldn't go to
people.
TV, but are.
People that are no
It's
longer
a bird to
here.
the head.
So I'm guessing that's it.
Kinda.
Oh, damn. Looks like we should probably look into winding down now. Well, this has been a town hall of December 2017
The final town hall for
the
this
of the year.
Also, the first one I've been to,
Congratulations.
just so you know.
Here, have a cookie.
Congratulations, have a knee brownie.
This is well, be sure to get the minutes up. We'll be sure to get the minutes up soon, and with that, we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
See you
and
next year, fools.
See you next
Have a
town
Merry
hall.
Christmas.
Till next year.
Merry Christmas.
Hail Santa.